So in this video we'll be configuring open source secretOps, that is Infisical. So what is the requirement of this? So let's say you have an application and you need to set environment variables such as database connection or some AWS access key, secret key or something like that. Then instead of creating a .env file, you can set all the values as key value pairs in dashboard, and while running the container you will be fetching that and populating it in environment variable. And when your application refers those with let's say you have a Node.js application and you want to get the database connection, you'll be running a process.env.db connection or something. So the values will be available in the environment, so you don't have to maintain a specific .env file in your application. So Infisical has a CLI, so you have to log in and fetch that, or else you can have a secret token. With that it will be able to, and that will be fetched and populated in your environment variable. And one good thing about it is you can create multiple versions of it. For let's say you have secret and then you want to store different versions, development, staging, production, or you can have something else, so you can do that. So here you have to run like Infisical, which is the CLI run, and then pass in the environment, staging or production. After that you have to add $pin and then your usual command, let's say npm run dev npm start or whatever. So before this it will be fetching all the details from your dashboard and populating your environment variable, and this will be running your application as usual, right? And this will inject the secrets into application process. Great. So I have logged into my VM. Right now I don't have any Docker images running. So we'll be installing the Docker version of it. So let's do this. We'll be pulling the image from the Docker hub, and to run the container we'll be needing a couple of environment variables. So these are required. Also for the database we'll be using MongoDB, so you need to have a connection handy, right? We have a sample command. So these secrets can be generated using OpenSSL. So we have pulled the image. Now let's copy this, head over to our text editor. We'll be updating our connection here. Let's see. You can add it here. For now let's skip that, and I'll be running my command for now. So I've started the container. If I type docker ps, it should show exposing 8090 port. Let's see logs from this container as of now. FB. Right. So database connection is established. Okay, now the port is listening port 4000, which is internally, so we don't have to worry. For now we just have to send the traffic to this port 8090. Before that we'll be setting up this reverse proxy. Let's go to caddy. For now let's edit this. So now I have added a record with this subdomain. Save it. I head over to this domain, okay, so it's asking me to log in. Let's create an account. Okay, what is this Savior Emergency Kit? Okay, download PDF. Okay, so for now it has populated one example project. For me, I can search the project name here, onboarding guide. In members tab, it would have any. So this is me. I'm the owner of this sample project. Scanning. Okay, I can connect my GitHub and it will scan my project. This is in billing. Self-host enterprise license, receipt, billing details. This is the organization setting. I can rename my organization name. Service account. Incident contact. I can add contact details over here. Authentication. I can invite people to become the member, and the invite is valid for 1 day. Great. Let's go to example project. So we can create a project from here. Cancel. Okay, so we have 3 environment: develop, staging, and production. Explore. Okay, there are 7 commits. You can perform point time equivalent enterprise license. I can add a secret that will be added to this environment. Develop, staging, production. I can save changes if I have done any changes to it. Let's say I'm gonna click on this. It's the value. I can copy value, add a tag to it, override to the personal value. Okay, and then add a comment. Version history, nice. So it's saying at what time this value was updated. 4 minutes before. Comment about comparison service environment. Not going to do that. So in example projects I have secrets. Then I have member stamp. I can provide RPAC, add only, read only, no access. Staging, production. Okay, I can give someone access to only do certain changes to certain environment, which is good. Authentication, and we have framework integrations. Mostly we have Docker, Express application we have. Node.js is there also. Basic React. So to initialize, go to that project, click on init, and then once that is done, then we shall run application dev. Next is also, it's pretty much the same. The React, it is also same. Okay. So we should be focusing on setup part of it. IP allow list. For now, get traffic from all the IP address that is configured to allow all the traffic. Audit list. So it shows you last events, couple of events, whatever happened. If you click on view more, it asks you to upgrade the plan. Project setting, I think we went through it. Service token. Okay. With this service token, I'm able to authenticate for this one. Let's have to create service token, some application. something, which environment you want. It's not required. Hard scope, something, okay. Expire, never expire. Read, write. Hook, manage OBT setup, deployment, hooks, police, integration. Wait. Now, for this video, we have done the setup. In the next one, let's see how to fetch our secrets from this endpoint and populate in one application. Let's create a hello world app. Let's head into hello world app code. Yeah, dev. Start the development process. It's running localhost port 3000. So if I go to port 3000, it should show me something after compiling client and okay. So where we are, I need to edit our pages.exist to reflect some changes in the home page. For that, I want to create a route. This pages API hello.js. Okay, so there is a point API hello. Okay, so this is giving me some values which is configured here. So what we want to do, we want to configure this project with example project, that is this one, example project. So we have 5 secrets. I want to fetch all of them, whatever configured from development. So to do that, let's do one thing. Start this process. So I am in my application directory. So just start this. Okay. So I need to log in first. Hit cloud or self-hosting. This is self-hosting. What is my domain name? This is https secrets. I'll start the edit process. Since I only have one project, it's pointing to that. If I click OK, it's check OK. That means we are connected to that. So to run, we have next is okay. For example, this one. So we'll be running this and yum dev. Running this and yum dev. We had 5 secrets in our applications, so that has been injected to the application process. So if I copy that, where is that? Let's say your website URL. Go to our code this values that is populated in the process and sending that as part of hello.js response. So right now that I have done it, it should compile and automatically reflect it in the response here. Now we have all the secrets that was configured in this dashboard that was injected while running the command. Now that's been reflected here. Nice. Here is an option to pass the staging environment. If I run the same, let's say this one environment was development yarn dev. Let's see how many. Okay, it doesn't exist, huh? Okay, so it's dev, not developed. Alright. Okay, it injected 5. We have the data. Now let's point it to staging. Yes. Now it's zero secret. So if I go and refresh it, okay, 2 values are not there. Great. Okay. So for now, let's. I have updated the credentials and dev environment. This is a sample environment for a DB name has extension of underscore dev, or Twilio auth token has an underscore dev. So for now, I'll be copying this to a different environment. Let's say I'm going to production, and I'll copy select all. It will copy all the environment variables from this environment. Best secrets. Now this is available in production. Once I save the changes, before that, let me update the values. Let's say I want to make it port 5000. For DB username, I will going to add prod authentication token, prod as well. Password remains the same for now. Let's say save changes. Right. So let me put this and official not run, but init because I deleted my previous init override. Yes. Which one do you want to use? Example results. Okay. I will go to localhost 3000/API/hello. Okay, so I'm getting dev tokens. If I run it with prod mainly, it should give me the credential from prod environment. So we'll be setting prod and credentials in Docker. Right. So right now we do not have Docker file. So I have created a Docker file. So let's go to our application, build and start. Build. This should fix the build issue. Meanwhile, let's go to this thing and see the Docker one. So we just need to add this thing, download and install. As that is done, then we can run the command. CMS has been built, so let's run this. Docker run -p. So I have exposed port 3000, so we're back into that 3000, and then right, so it's running port 3000. So if I refresh, it should not show. Okay, just one thing. We'll be updating its head over to Infisical project Docker. Right, copy this and then paste it over here. So it will install the Infisical CLI setup. Now, if you see, there is a JSON file, workspace ID and all. Now, instead of start, I will be adding this start. If I run, it won't start because we do not have a valid login inside this Docker container, and to fix that we have to create a service token. Right. How to create service token? Right, if I go to project settings, go to service token. So I need to create a token. Let's say it's Docker prod or something, and I will be fetching option tokens. For now, let's say I'm adding the attention expiration of 7 days and read only. Once I create, it will give me a token. So here we have token, which environment, secret path, valid until this date. So how do you run this? Docker run, we just have to pass on one environment variable, official token, and it should fix everything. So this is how we run. So this is the variable. To copy this. To paste this. So with this, I'll be able to could not fetch secrets using service token fetch secrets, please it's valid. Right, this is a valid token. Doing by not valid. Official token. So this one is the workspace ID, right? 640. Yeah, this is the workspace ID. I've created a service token. Okay. Let's head over to this run one. So we can pass a stage here. So this would be env prod, just like we used to do. Infisical run env prod and then def. Similarly, we will be adding Infisical run prod, then start. since I have made changes to Dockerfile, I'll be building it again, and if I run it, found one article, I think it's pointing to the cloud, not the self-hosted instance. So there is a flag for CLI usage as well. Right, so this is optional. Point CLI to self-hosted. Let's say I'm adding this one to my Docker file. Run command. Set environment variable. So instead of API, I'll be using secrets cd/API. So let's go to Docker file, update the API, go to CLI, build it. Yes. Now if I go to localhost 3000/API/hello, I should get the production details. This interface from this Docker image. So setting that in fixed everything. Since we're using self-hosted version of it, it was causing that issue. Yeah, now you can run this Docker use anywhere you want, any VM, and you have to just pass the token. Instead of passing it, you can just export it beforehand, so that will be available in your environment variable. And then once you run your application, it should automatically pick this value from your VM environment, system environment.